Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, where with our Act 3 sweep of Edith nearly concluded with a little bit of information gained here and there from certain information brokers like the two sitting behind us, we move on with the sweep now, as we are going to Trion Tower, the only place that is yet to be swept on the sweep. It has a movie place as well.
Let's roll, gang.
Didn't have any movies for us to watch in the second section of everywhere, so this should be the exact place we need to go to see the second movie, if there is a second movie for us to watch. Should we start with the second movie?
Oh,
we're at the Trion Mall.
Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
There's more stuff to buy, that's for certain.
You'll also find the
I'll be
furniture
honest,
store,
dealing with my manager
movie
Dahlia
theater,
isn't always easy.
boutiques,
She's all about
other
work
various
and nothing
shops
but.
to peruse.
But she was the one who poached me back when I was working at an apparel stall in Varus. I'm still shocked that she did that. And well, coming to R&M's Calvard Republic branch was my choice at the end of the day, so I can't really complain. I wonder how many people in the world get the pleasure of being poached. As in, instead of looking for a job, you get asked, do you want this job? You have a set of skills that we want. Must be quite a nice feeling, being desired, wanted in that regard. I'll try to take the clerk's advice to heart. So,
Welcome
to
to the
recap,
Trion
the lengths of the
Mall.
top and the bottom have to
Here
balance
you'll
out,
find
then I need to
Trion
make sure the
Tower,
colours
one of Edith's
match.
major landmarks.
Oh, this is so complicated. I already feel my confidence slipping.
You'll also find the Fern store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse.
Launching an official website and updating it on a regular basis seems to be doing a fine job of pulling more customers in. Other companies will be following our example before long though, so we can't afford to rest on our laurels. It's imperative that R&M cements its position at the top of the fast fashion world. To that end, we need to stay too. No free steps ahead of our competitors when it comes to business development.
Anything of interest?
So what do you sell? Oh, you sell the new good stuff, I guess, for today. The stuff that we could have been using with massive amounts of extra defense. And Strikers too! Shouldn't they be in the lib? Oh, no, they're not like Libil. Still, they actually come with a fair whack of speed on them if they have got like less evasion though. They all come with like 5 more speed over and
Welcome
our
to the
previous
Trion
variants.
Mall. Here you'll find
It's probably
Trion
worth
Tower,
picking up. We have the money.
major landmarks.
We buy them one by one. Everyone's going to be fashionable in a pair of Stragers today.
Boutiques and other various shops to peruse.
New shoes for everyone.
We hope you'll have a fabulous time here.
A truly shoe shopping splurge. And really, I would give this to Van, though. It's just less evasion. It has some magic evasion, which we never really use, but Van's the one who actually gets hit. And to be honest, I think I could probably avoid giving anyone else
Welcome
theirs.
to the Trion Mall. Here you'll
If you
find
know what I
Trion
mean. I
Tower,
think that would be
one of Edith's
fine.
major landmarks.
I hope you found everything to your liking.
You'll also
Just let the
find
person who
Fern
gets
store,
bonked
a
the
movie
most.
Theater, boutiques, and other
Which probably comes off also the stage we need to go to.
various shops to peruse.
Which probably comes off a bit wrong. Let that person have the most
We hope
defense
you'll
value.
Have a fabulous time here.
It just makes sense. Right, let's go to Stardust Cinema.
That's
While
Trion
picking up
Tower?
tiny amounts of shard tokens. I'm here to see the adventures of Rockford and 3 Point Heat again. Each watch feels as fresh as the first, and the acting's so layered that I can
Thank
always
you
pick
for
out
your
something new
visit
about
today.
it. I typically binge 2 movies in a row, though, so my days end up zipping by just
The
like
showing
that.
on screen 2 will soon begin.
Well, this is a 2-movie day for us, supposedly. Now, is there a movie that we can watch that we haven't watched before? Film culture has gradually become more and more widespread in Edith, and our theatre is at the forefront. A couple of other cinemas have opened recently, but as you can see, we're the ones that have had the most success. Perhaps
have
I'll consider
merchandise
opening
for the
another
movie
branch in
on
Middledown,
shop.
or even Farbad.
Step right up.
Welcome to Stardust Cinema. Thank you for choosing us today. What's playing right now? Not purchased. The Adventures of Rockford, Golden Calamity. Or Pond the Crop Muncher leaving soon. Oh. It's quite a lot of movies we haven't watched them. Well, if Pond the Crop
Thank you for your
Muncher is
visit
leaving
today.
soon, I'm watching that. How many people will be joining
showing
you?
on screen
Oh,
two
I
will
haven't
soon
checked out
begin.
who's near what on rep, but then we get those things anyway, don't we?
Please silence your phones and enjoy the film.
And yes, and Elaine. In the middle of those two, both liking Van. That's a bit weird. Don't look at it that way. Van decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie during his work break. After inviting some company to tag along with him, they made their way to the theatre. If I invite one, I feel like I have to invite the other, but really I only need to invite Elaine. So we're taking our daughter out for a walk. A boy named Nicholas finds a baby crop muncher named Pon, who he raises in secret from his parents, and the two become fast friends. But one day he walks into his family garden and finds the fields and apple trees vandalized. And the culprit is none other than Pon, driven to carry out this garden variety crime due to his instincts as a monster. Nicholas berates Pon, causing tears to well up in the little creature's eyes. The next day, Pon is nowhere to be seen. 3 years pass. One day, Nicholas hears about a pest digging up the fields in a nearby village, so he decides to pay them a visit. Feelings of hope and dread take hold of Nicholas's heart, as he ponders whether he will be reunited with his old friend. And when he arrives, he finds a monster digging up a field, and it was, without a doubt, Pon. Kuro?
Pon, why are you digging up the field? There are holes everywhere. You promised over and over again that you'd stop doing this. I trusted you. You really are a monster. Why did I ever think we could be friends? I wish I'd ever met you. There he goes, off into the forest. Hold on. This farm looks abandoned. I don't think anyone's lived here in years. I don't see any crops around, so why would he... No. I had it all wrong. He wasn't digging for crops, he was plowing the fields. What have I done? Wait! Come back, Pon! Pon!
Yes, I will install my human standards on you, animal, that's instinctually meant to do such things. That was the stupidest movie. It's so frustrating that Nicholas and Pon couldn't just talk it out. One of them can't talk! If they had done that from the start, they wouldn't have split up and been apart for those 3 years. One of them can't talk, yes! I think they understood each other just fine, actually. It was all just a misunderstanding on Nicholas's part. Yes, it was the human's fault. I guess you're right. At any rate, watching this movie has made me want to go home and see my dog. Alphonse is sort of like the big brother of the family. I hope we always remain close, forever and ever. Oh no, Elaine! You've been caught by it too. Hey, are you crying? Of course not, though I do feel bad for the two of them. Pon certainly was cute though. I wonder if they plan to sell merchandise of him. Same old Elaine, if cuteness could kill, she'd be a dead woman. Hey, looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for this movie. I'll purchase it. Having finished their break, Van and his crew resumed their work. Give me points, so they're actually even. We're good at like that. Well, okay.
That's Trion Tower?
That is Trion Tower.
Huge.
And that was a weird-ass movie. You really are a monster. Yes. Sounds like the stage is really heating up today. You'll want to stop by again tomorrow, though. Why? Because Mish is going to be holding another show. Sure, he does them on a regular basis, but each one makes my heart soar all the same. Oh, and guess what? Mishy's up on the observation deck at this very second. If you hurry, you might still be able to catch him. That ain't my Mishy. That ain't anyone's Mishy. Send Tio to Calvard. I'm just wondering if Tio could become the next villain.
What an amazing view!
Twice as tall as the Great Spire, huh? Whoever built this must have been compensating for something.
We're finally here together.
We are.
Indeed.
Huh? She looks like she's bursting with joy. Wonder why.
Enjoy the heavenly view.
Tio comes in from right side, transforms all mech style, chucks the mushy mashy out the window. That's probably what realistic. So Mishi is here today. Oh wow, I'm so glad I asked the security downstairs. You know, I've actually been doing a lot of thinking about Mishi lately. This version isn't as refreshing a look at as the old one, but I'm sure the new Mishi's trying his best. Honestly, I think I might even like the new fur texture. Yeah, this one's just as good as the others.
Above ground level, providing
It is?
a panoramic view of the entire capital.
What are you doing? Ah, you found me. How did you suss out the location of my secret
Please
spy
relax
layer?
and enjoy the
Well, you're too
heavenly
late. The
view.
whistleblower documentation is long gone. My comrades are taking it to the authorities as we speak. It's only a matter of time before the police descend on your mansion. Your days of swindling are numbered, Andro. Who the heck's Andro? I think we just got sucked into a world of make-believe. It's Andros. If you intend to kill me, then go ahead and get it over with. But know this, Andro. You've lost, and nothing will change that fact.
Trion Tower's observation deck stands
Okay, then.
215 arch above ground level.
Miss Bazzelia, the president has informed me that you will be unable to attend tea today. He offered his sincere condolences. Some rather unfortunate business matters have cropped up in recent days. Oh, it's all right. I understand. Thank you for telling me. You know, now that I think about it, my father has contributed quite extensively to the capital's townscape, has he not? Indeed he has. Not only did the president aid in the formation of Edith's financial foundations, but he did so for the overall republic as well. And today he spends his time traveling cross-country looking for investors to help spread his wealth to the surrounding areas. This is the first time I'm hearing of this. Perhaps my father deserves a more filial daughter. Unless, do you think I'm capable of growing into someone my father could take pride in? Yes, Miss Bazzelia, I truly do. You're quite the sensible girl, after all. Not to mention, all those lessons you've learned and the connections you've made, they'll lead you to heights never before seen. The president had dinner plans with Miss Bazzelia today, but he was pulled away unexpectedly. That's why he asked I bring her to the observation deck instead. He wants me to show her all he's been working towards. I hope this proves to be a formative experience for her. I never really knew what was in my father's heart. Maybe that's why I didn't make much of an effort to understand him. But now that I'm finally seeing his true colors, I feel happy, proud even. The more I learn, the more I see the amazing man and father who loves and cares about me. What's going on over here, Curtis? Out of nowhere, Dad told us he wanted to come to Trion Tower. He can be really childish sometimes. Well, I guess it does make for a nice change of pace. Sure beats staying at home all the time. The test for Aramis is over now, but I can't stop thinking about how hard it was. I need to keep calm. I mean, I did everything I could to prepare myself. I even calculated my own score.
Indeed.
Catra knows. Trion Tower. It's reminding me of how high the bar is for getting into Aramis. I need to keep calm. I mean, I did everything I could to prepare myself. I even calculated my own score. I said the same thing. I'm not talking to you, Curtis. I'm talking to your mum. I wonder when we last came to Trion Tower. Wait, did my husband bring us here to pray for Curtis? Well, I suppose I have heard that people come here to pray on occasion. In that case, oh goddess, please, please, please bless Curtis with a happy and successful high school life.
Indeed.
Actually, everyone in this family seems to be on a different wavelength at the moment. No matter, I'll take this opportunity to pray for Curtis's success. Goddess, please bless us.
Trion Tower's observation deck stands 200.
My son finally finished taking his entrance exam, so I figured it might be nice to go out somewhere to celebrate as a family. After all, it's been a while since we spent time together, and we haven't been to Trion Tower in just as long. I'm glad they seem to be having fun. According to the schedule, the Aramis entrance exam results will be sent out tomorrow. Now, I can't start doubting my son now. No matter what the results are, I'll have his back. You better. We've always had issues seeing eye to eye, but I'm glad we had the chance to bond with one another again. I just hope this outing will be enough to set Curtis at ease. The observation deck's rather lively today. Man, I love when there's a crowd. That way I don't have to see the view. Please don't tell the others about this.
Hi there.
You've got nothing new for me. Sell me stuff for my gourmet ranking.
We're so high up.
Trion Tower was designed around 50 years ago by Professor Epstein. Having such a famous person involved in the creation of the capital's landmark is a source of great pride for our city. Wow, is that true? I had no idea. Well, I think it was a while before that fact was made known to the general public. Guy made literally everything, by the sound of it. Those wanting to take a photo of Mishi, please line up here. And don't forget to buy one of our limited edition Trion Tower picture frames.
Trion Tower's observation deck stands 215 Rs.
I'm here to play a Trion Tower today. Edith is so big, I guess it goes to show how very small my own world is. No. You didn't say...
Relax and enjoy that. Have a view.
Where's the quotes? This isn't Mishy. Don't worry, Mishy's behind me over here. Safely tucked away, slightly behind the bar of the mic boom, so it doesn't see the horror that it's become. Trion Tower. This is the year I capture your essence on canvas. I swear it upon the bristles of my brush. You come up close this time, eh? Trying to do so from afar proved unsatisfactory, so this time I switched up my approach. By drawing it from an up-close perspective, I'll be able to capture His Majesty once and for all. Then I'll be able to proudly declare that I've conquered Trion Tower. That you have. Right, onwards we go. There's probably some things to pick up.
That's Trion Tower?
That is Trion Tower. It's 500 per box, isn't it? So I'm actually picking up, like, fair amounts. Like a box worth in each zone. I think I ran past one. Yep. Right, that's the top floor then. But I always knew Trion Tower would take a while to get through no matter what.
Welcome to the
At least I didn't run into the wall this time.
Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Let's dance and make a wishy with Mashy.
Boutiques and other various shops.
They should call him something else. Well, they paid for the rights, haven't they? Do you think the Calvard people now get a culture shock when they go to Crossbell or something? And they're like, what the hell's this thing? Guess what? I went and bought myself a T-phone today. Actually, not just one, but two. One for my husband and the other will be for me and Bart to share. I even arranged a 2-year payment plan. New technology is so exciting, don't you think? I just can't wait to start it up. Hey, kid. Don't look at swimsuit models like that old man over in the Siding District, okay? That's your warning. Mum and Dad decided they were going to buy a T-phone recently. I can't believe we're going to have the latest in tech in our house. I mean, I guess it's cool. No, you like it.
Welcome to the Trion Mall.
It's been about 4 months since I became the manager. You know, I actually used to work at Valis Investment Bank's main office. While I was still employed there, I took an interest in the Verne Company's products and I found the Republic rather fascinating as well. So when I received an offer to become the manager of a Verne store, I immediately accepted. I still think it was the right choice for me.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
You've got nothing to buy though, have you, buddy?
Please stop by again!
I used to work at Valis Investment Bank's main office. Working at the bank was enjoyable enough, but I'm happy with where I am today as well.
Please check it out.
I've been working at the Verne store for a while now, but I learn something new every day. I mean, back in Cray Village, Boss Goddard taught me so much, but technology hasn't stopped progressing since then, and that means I have some catching up to do. Alright, Lashkar's been doing a little better recently. I think he's even starting to have a more positive outlook on his future. He really is a good kid, and I intend to do everything I can to make sure he's alright from now on.
Welcome to the Trion Mall.
I also mean to carry the memory of everyone we lost for the rest of my life. Still, I know I shouldn't get too caught up in the past. I believe that Mum and Dad and the boss are all cheering me on from the goddess's side. And that's enough to keep me going. I'll become the best engineer they've ever seen.
What'll you have?
Nothing at this point in time. I can switch to covers.
Just opened this year to sample a range of imported goods from the Liberal Kingdom.
Now it looks like I can...
What'll you have? They have everything from the latest DCF products to expensive wines.
You don't do the thingy for me, but you're the... Like, I was going to get another slot in my orbit, but no, you don't do it. It's the other guy, right? My dog was using my T-phone like a chew toy the other day. The thing's practically covered in teeth marks. I mean, I'm glad my dog didn't swallow anything, but I'm really hoping the damage can be fixed. I've been getting a lot of questions about how to use the T-phone lately, and the only reason I've been able to answer them is because I have my own. Well, actually, the manager only gave it to me so I could understand how it works. But thanks to that, I'm very familiar with all of its functions now. Any problems the customers have experienced, I've experienced too. Oh, you've been doing a good job. I really do need to do some exchanging of course. I really want like as many action 2s / action 3s as possible. I feel like the one thing my characters are missing is speed.
They have everything
Oh,
from
I
the
can
latest ZCF
understand
products
now
to
at a
expensive
distance.
wines, and even acerbic tomatoes. Please check it out.
What our information is coming from this time, but their dance has
Very
changed a
well.
bit, hasn't it? From we'll see up close in a bit.
Hey, isn't that?
Yeah.
Sarah and Shahina. They must be visiting the capital.
Yeah, those two are in the same agency as I am now. They're here to promote some of their work.
Oh, you're right. Sailor's terrible with all kinds of scary stuff.
Welcome
We went
to
to
the
go see a
Trion
horror
Mall.
movie one time, and you
Here
should have
you'll
seen
find
how
Trion
pale her face
Tower,
was when we
one of
left.
Edith's major
Whole thing.
landmarks.
Well, I'm sure it made for a fun memory. You know, I get that
You'll
you
also
two
find
have to
a
keep
Burn
working so
store,
hard, but I
a
worry you're
movie
going to
theater,
overdo it soon.
boutiques, and
Oh,
other
don't worry.
various
We always
shops
make sure to
peruse.
take our breaks. Although we have been talking about going on hiatus for a bit. Alright
We
then,
hope
I
you'll
guess
have
that makes me feel a
fabulous
little
time
better.
here.
Anyway, I should get going. Let me know when you have some free time again. Yeah, for sure. Crazy to see proper animated dances in a Falcom game. They've come a very long way in all the games we've played, yeah. Chatting with Lulua never fails to brighten my mood. It's a relief to know things are slowly picking up with her idol career. I plan to look out for her in whatever way I can. That's what friends do, after all. Yeah, it's
Welcome
nice
to
that
the
Daphne and I
Trion
can still
Mall.
hit it off like before.
Here you'll find Trion
Sure, there's a
Tower,
few
one of
generations
Edith's
between us, but we
major
just get
landmarks.
each other, you know. She even comes to cheer us on
You'll
at all
also
of our
find a
shows.
Burn
No matter
store,
thanks is
a
good enough for
movie
that.
theater, boutiques, and other various
I mean,
shops to
they've not only come
peruse.
a long way, they've just generally kind of made better
We
running
hope you'll
games
have a
than
fabulous
certain
time here.
companies with a complete and utter bestseller under their brand, if you know what I mean. A little while ago, the news was talking about those monstrous anti-immigration terrorists with all the money in the world. Those criminals are given the old nobility a bad name, and now innocent people such as myself are being caught in the crossfire. Those of the old nobility must have the breadth of mind to accept all peoples and cultures. But don't worry, guys, the Switch 2 is coming
Welcome
to sort
the
all
Trion
the
Mall.
issues out.
Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
We're
You'll also find
saved.
a Burn store, a movie theater,
I'm looking forward to
and
the
other
next
various
Legends game.
shops to peruse.
What if it's an Agnes and Van, and Elaine's here as well? Oh, I see. You must be doing that
We
job
hope
you were
you'll have
talking
a
about.
fabulous time here.
That's right. It's nice to see you, Mr. Powell. Glad to see you. Sorry it's been so long since our last meetup. Anyway, you guys having a little after-work get-together? I wouldn't call it a get-together, really. It's more so a celebration to recognize all of our hard work. You see, we finally finished grading all the entrance exams. Oh, I suppose it is that time of year, isn't it? Between you and me, I'm pretty excited to see this new batch of students. They're bound to be a real treat. Well, setting that aside, you're that famous Arkride, aren't you?
Here you'll find Trion
Famous?
Tower, one of Edith's
You left quite the
major
impression on Power, you know. He talks about you every chance he gets. Both you and Beauty's Blade seem like you were always attracting some kind of attention to yourselves.
And other various
Yeah, that
shops
sounds
to
about right to
peruse.
me. Of course, Van was a problem child. Watch it.
Visit the
Actually,
new
you'd be
Liberal
surprised.
Boutique,
Most of my
which
memories of
just
him are
opened
rather
this year,
positive.
To sample a range of imported goods from the Liberal
I
Kingdom.
invited Miss Toa and Miss Sonia along as well, but both claim to have other business to attend to.
They
Oh well,
have
I suppose there's always
everything
next
from
time.
the latest ZCF products to
Yeah, one of
expensive
them
wines,
different
and
than the
even
other, but
acerbic
both of them still
tomatoes.
doing
Please
some
check it
form
out.
of combat, I feel. Time certainly does fly by, doesn't it? It was a pleasure catching up with you, Van. You as well, Elaine. This year's examinees were very impressive. I had more than a few of their answers take me by surprise. I'm confident they'll be able to shoulder the future of the Republic once they're older. Ah, I suppose being a teacher really is rewarding.
Welcome to the
Mr.
Trion
Math.
Mall. Here you'll find
Headquarters
Trion
recently
Tower,
sent
one of
out a
Edith's
survey
major
inviting each of our
landmarks.
storefronts to propose new confection ideas for the coming season.
You'll also find the Burn
Until
store,
now, the
a
company's
movie
development
theater,
division would
boutiques,
always
and other
decide
various
future
shops
product
to
lines
peruse.
unilaterally. It would seem the change in our leadership has brought about a more open
Visit
workplace
the
culture
new
as well.
Liberal Boutique,
He's
which
right.
just
Back when my
opened this
father
year.
was in charge, the
Sample a
various
range
departments
of
were fairly
imported goods from the
sequestered
Liberal
from one
Kingdom.
another. It's nice to know things are changing for the better. No doubt.
They have
Indeed.
everything
Hello there.
from the latest
Thank-
ZCF
thanks for chipping in there, kiddo.
products to expensive wines, and
Quincy
even
cake.
acerbic tomatoes. Please
Quincy's
check it out.
Parlor's signature cake, topped with ripe seasonal fruits.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
I just had to treat myself.
Once again, I find myself here staring at all these delicious tarts that I will not buy. I'm dutifully applying self-restraint. After I save up some money, I can indulge on all the limited edition spring tarts my heart craves. That's precisely why I'm skipping meals so I can save on
Welcome to the
future food
Trion
expenses.
Mall. Here you'll find Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
I mean, there's goodies here for definite, but don't want to get too near
You'll
the
also
stage
find
now.
the Burn store,
If I stay
a
in this
movie
company,
theater,
they'll just work me like a
boutiques,
dog until
and
my
other
very
various
last breath.
shops to
Yes.
peruse.
That's why I've decided to aim for an early retirement. After I make some successful
the new
investments and get an
Liberal
income
Boutique.
stream going, I
It's
can
just
pull out of the
opened this
company and
year
just manage my
to sample a
portfolio
range
once
of
in a while.
imported goods from the
Nothing
Liberal
like setting a goal to give you a second win. Step number 1 is to open a brokerage account and start trading.
Very well. They have everything from the
Hope that
latest
goes well for that
ZCF
guy.
products to expensive wines and even acerbic tomatoes.
The most common
Please
inquiries I
check
get
it
at this window regard financing for Valis-based enterprises. Their continued expansion to Calvard over these last few years will likely force many Republican businesses into making major changes. When competition drives companies to grow like this, our livelihoods become comparatively richer for it. There's truly never a dull moment in the stock market. That's what I find worthwhile about this line of work. So do you have like an armored car show up for like you know, like normal banks that deliver money and stuff?
Here you'll find
Or do you just have like a
Trion Tower,
random
one
like
of Edith's major landmarks.
robot do the job?
You'll also find the Vern store, a movie
Observing
theater,
Trion Mall's
boutiques,
facilities and
other various
services will give me
shops
some
and
insight on
breweries.
their business tendencies. For instance, their propensity for external companies and foreign
Visit the
brands.
new
Of course, that in
Liberal
itself is
Boutique,
far
which
from
just
unusual for a
opened
shopping
this year
centre,
to
but the
sample
way
a
they go
range of
about it is
imported
more
goods
flexible
from
than
the Liberal
most.
Kingdom.
They even managed to pull in the Quincy Company despite being funded by Central Eastern Capital. It's impressive, to be
They
certain.
have everything from the latest ZCF products to
Another
expensive
point worth
wines
noting is
and
Trion
even
Mall's
acerbic
extensive
tomatoes.
use of their stage
Please
for
check it out.
entertainment purposes. They had a few Central Eastern dancers performing today, and recent word of mouth tells me there are Mishi shows periodically as well. On that subject, Mishi was originally a product of Croswell State funded by one of Valis Investment Bank's rivals. They purchased the rights to him legitimately, but co-opting the symbol of a competitor to utilize for one's own benefit is certainly something. Yeah, it really is.
Welcome
I
to
submitted
the
my
Trion
attempt at a
Mall.
stylish ad concept
Here
to my
you'll find
clients,
Trion Tower,
but they said it was
one
too
of
tacky and
Edith's
abstract,
major
so it's back to the
landmarks.
drawing board. Excuse me for being a generation behind the
You'll also
curve, I
find the
guess.
Vern store, a
The
movie
reparations
theater,
bubble made it feel like the
boutiques,
sky
and
was the
other
limit.
various shops
That's
to
what convinced me
peruse.
that I could hack it freelance in the first place. Yeah, losing faith in myself won't fix anything.
hope you'll have
I just
a
need to make the
fabulous
latest
time
trends
here.
mesh with my style. It's the Liberal Boutique.
The Liberal Boutique.
Our store carries a drink called the Grand Chardonnay. It's a vintage wine that has been made more affordable in recent years. We also have an aged Grand Chardonnay in our storehouse. Its flavor is like none other, I assure you. If you're seeking a beverage that's representative of our culture, then look no further.
I'm quite proud of what we have to
Grand
offer.
Chardonnay
Here
SP
you'll
for
find
Judith.
Trion Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Please come again.
Double checking your plans?
Don't mind if I do.
I bet you don't. I'm glad it was called Liberal. So I'm pretty sure I always said Liberal correct in all the previous Let's Plays, which is a big moment to me, you know?
Visit the new Liberal Boutique.
I've heard
which
some
just opened this year
many
to sample a range of
ways
imported
to say
goods
it
from the
by
Liberal
people.
Kingdom.
One of the ones I've heard is liberal, which is like, no. What?
They have everything from the latest ZCF products to expensive wines.
We've reached
and
the
even
free-time
acerbic
portion of our
tomatoes.
tour, so everyone
Please
else should
check
be
it out.
mid-shopping spree at the mall right now. I used to go around and make some purchases of my own during these breaks. But almost every tour we give comes here at some point. It's kind of killed the magic for me by now. I wonder what is the word I've most commonly mispronounced. I know what it is over Let's Plays, and that's salmon. Salmon. I say it right now. I wonder if anyone out there called it liberal.
Welcome to the Trion Mall.
Could have, yeah.
Here you'll find Trion
But the thing is,
Tower,
it's just
one
text,
of
isn't it?
Edith's
Unless you can
major
hear it said out
landmarks.
loud, how are you supposed to know? And so you
You'll
should
also
give
find
everyone the
Vern
benefit of the
store,
doubt.
a
But we're
movie
finally here.
theater, boutiques,
Oh yeah,
and other various shops to
E-Bon.
peruse.
It's not that the games will get fixed very either. It could be liberal for all we know.
Drop by the Vern
Might
store
change
if you
next
wanna
game.
Check out the hottest
It might
new
change in the
commodity,
remaster.
The T-phone.
Sarah, Shahina, you were amazing out there.
Hi, Fairy and friends! We sure didn't expect to bump into you here.
Yes, life is so hectic that we haven't been able to stay in touch. It really has been too long.
Since the end of the year, at least. Glad to see you're holding up okay. Yeah, you two really strutted your stuff back there. Looks like you managed to put some pep into that step you were having problems with too.
We have you watching our rehearsals to thank for that, Judith. Once again, it's wonderful to see you, Van. And everyone else too, of course.
Yeah, talk about a lucky break. I mean, We didn't even have to make an appointment first. Sounds like destiny to me. Right, sis?
Shahina, please.
1 minute in and they're already making a scene. I saw the saga of Ravana, by the way. Not a character I'd expect you to get cast as. You're a natural at acting, though. Who would have guessed? Personally, I found it to be very challenging, but it was a valuable learning experience. At any rate, it's a relief to know you two are the same as ever. No kidding. Hey, that's not true. I've definitely changed. See, I've got sexy lady written all over me now. Not from where I'm standing. Aaron! Your confidence is commendable, however. Don't worry, Shahina. You still have time. We can work at it together. Great, now I've got Fairy feeling sorry for me. Jokes aside, though, Sarah's gone a whole lot foxier, don't you think? Me? Shahina, what are you saying? Now that she mentioned it, I have to agree. Too true. Having your dancing appreciated by so many people has made a real positive impact. If you didn't have the makings of a star before, you definitely do now. It's like all your charms are coming at us at full force. I'm guessing you finally managed to accept yourself, huh? Seriously though, you make a real splash in the industry with a little sexy rebranding. Take my word for it. Judith, not you too. Hey, you have a big time star vouching for you. That's as good a sign as you can hope for. Well, if you think so, Van, I'll give it my best effort. Van, just be careful not to let any sleazebags out there take advantage of you. Believe me, they'll be beating a path to your door from here on out. That's fine. Guys like that aren't her type anyway. Really? Then what is? But moving on, I'm sure you're all very busy and we have another performance to prepare for. Good point. Sorry for holding you up. Oh, Sarah. Anyway, see you around, guys. Bye-bye. I thought she was going to stop Sarah because they knew something. We didn't get any information from these guys at all. Why are you story points? What a beautiful pair of sisters. And I think they're on such close terms with you, Luce. That aside, they're doing remarkably well in spite of all they've been through this past year. I think I speak for us all when I say we're rooting for them. Okay then. We are we?
Their Eastern tea is quite nice.
Sheena and I will be in the capital for a few more days before our tour moves on to its next leg.
Welcome to the Trion
Unfortunately,
Mall.
we do have a
Here
performance
you'll
coming up in a
find
bit, so
Trion
maybe we can
Tower,
talk longer
one of
another
Edith's major
time.
landmarks.
Yeah, we should go eat at Montmartre again.
You'll
Alright,
also find
sounds
the
like a
Burn
plan.
Store,
You can teach
a
me
movie
some more
theater,
dance moves
boutiques,
too.
and other various shops to peruse.
Right, and with that, I think we have completed the sweep.
We hope
We have done our job. We have been
you have
everywhere.
a fabulous time here.
Done all the things. Why is this labeled as... This is labeled as... This,
really good, don't you
is this place called fast food, or is it just a place where fast food is? But I'm not allowed in, so that kind of sucks. We kind of got like a slightly written menu. Map stuff, some designs. Never, I guess, looked through the windows of other shops that we can't enter. Okay.
Welcome to the
I
Trion
actually
Mall.
think that is
Here you'll
everything.
find Trion
So where the
Tower,
hell am I
one
supposed
of
to go to now? It's going to be one of those, though, isn't it? It's going to be one of those. So you've been everywhere. You've seen the red markers. If you go somewhere, now we'll get a phone call, right? Like an airship. But Motti, what's up?
A new tip just came in. Fresh off the grapevine. I had a feeling you'd be in need of a refill right about now.
Thoughtful as ever. Lay it on us. Right, you see something curious has been going on over the condemned sector of the Blacklight District. The condemned sector? You mean the place where we didn't finish exploring? It's a dilapidated corner of the district, one where that red fairy appeared. Certain brands of criminals hit it up when they're looking to get away with whatever they want. So what's the sitch over there? Well, lately, rumor has it that a stranger has been going in and out of the area. Now, I can't say whether this next part is necessarily related, but apparently the monsters that frequent the condemned sector have been found killed by what appears to be needles. Needles? Does that mean it was Nadia? Sorry, hon, but I can only tell you what I've heard. Not to worry, this lead should prove more than sufficient. We'll want to investigate this straight away. Yeah, let's gear up and head out. Thanks for money. I owe you one. Let's call it on the house and leave it at that. If you need anything else, my line's always open. So you say that, but we also know someone who has a needle gun who is still alive. But that said, because you can make choices about, you know, death or life, I guess those characters will never be used again or seen ever again on that basis, right? It's the easiest way to write them out. They're either in prison forever or dead. Gain 8 SP by progressing in the Mechengarten.
Then I'll update your rank.
Rank up to B+.
I'll gladly take
And we get a red hair. Increases CP gain when receiving damage by 500%. 500%. Well, you know that's going on Van, right? It's literally designed for the guy. Anyone who tanks, basically.
Modifying your ornament, are you?
Yes, I am. I don't know where I exactly want it, mind you. That said, we are giving you a lot of crap. Too much crap, maybe. I don't know. Did we need that for some reason? Guardian needs Earth Mirage. Okay. So it's attack 2 that really would be moved off here. Comes with some water on it. So it's going to have some natural burn resist.
Better check them out.
Slight resist freeze as well now that's added to the list. Change that for the attack 2, I guess.
Better check them out.
Increases CP gain when receiving damage by 500% means you'll probably be gaining an absolute crap ton. I didn't know we were going to reach a limit. I just thought we'd come back here because I didn't remember doing the quest, but I did report the quest supposedly. I just completely forgot about it.